Okay, welcome to Lakeside Mockumentaries. We're down here at the Arpel, and a buddy of ours, Arpel, he's just taken off for Timaru. We don't know when he's going to be back. Here's Lakeside Mockumentaries. So, when you first met Dylan Arpel, what was the first thing that you thought?
What is this scruffy-looking polar bear? What are they doing here at Dylan's house? Who are you? Who are you? What's your name, Arpel? But I already knew his name because he told me. And then, actually kind of met the guy. And was still wondering, you know, how come he acts like a panda bear with no black spots? Why is he like eating a leaf at the table and not saying real words, just kind of grunting like, "Arr." But then I got introduced to him. You know, long story short, ended up being a decent guy. Just watch his step here because I'm getting to the lakeside. But no, he left, and he, you know, left with a bit more fur, a bit more padding. That's what we'll call it. Hint, hint. Yeah, there's first impressions overall. First impressions were alright, Ducks.
And what is your favourite memory of Dylan Arpel?
Well, got a couple of them. And I would probably have a lot more, but half the time we went out to drink, he didn't actually make it to town. It was a bit tough for the guy from Timaru to come up here. The temperature's a little bit warmer, and stay up, he was more inclined to fall asleep. You know, just like a polar bear when they get to warmer temperatures. You know, welcome to Tafz is what we're saying. So I spent quite a bit of time with that cunt though, before he was up here. Overall, decent bloke, you know. Talks his shit up. Who cares? No worries.
And just a couple of farewell words for Dylan Arpel.
A farewell word that I would say to people in general is goodbye. You know, bye. Then another one is get back when you're ready. You know, come on back to TPO. Pick the radio thing up again. You're average at it, average to medium. A lot higher than the rest of the people that you work with though, which is alright. Okay, the time. Oh, that cunt actually took us out to Shag Rock, and we went out to Shag Rock, and he was like, "Yeah, alright, don't worry about shoes. It's only gonna be 5 minutes walk." 45 minutes later, we got there. We're like, "Oh yeah, bro. Next time when we need to know the distance between one spot to another, we're just gonna ask someone else so we can get an accurate time." Because it was just horrible. But you know, their experience in general, pretty good. Pretty good guy. Decent bloke to train with, you know, a little bit of circuit training with him. I know that he's quite inclined to not talk to girls, which is a worrying aspect of his life, you know. Like, I got the idea that he does like them, but I was always waiting for him to prove it to me. And I've just got to wait till he gets back for that to carry on, I guess. Just hit a duck. Or a goose. I don't know what they're called. But someone who knows Dylan Arpel a little bit better than how I got to know him is the previous guy on the screen, my friend Dylan Morris. Now, Dylan Morris, first impressions of Dylan Arpel when you first found out that he was going to actually work with you guys here at SKFM?
When I first heard that a guy called Dylan spelt the exact same way as me, which I've never experienced in my entire life, I thought, I didn't really want him to come because I wanted to be the only Dylan. But when he did come, it was funny because he came in, he was just wearing his like big rugged woolly shit jacket that he always wears, which by the way he can now have a shower now that he's back in Timaru. I was actually not really that threatened anymore because you look at him and you're just like, wow, he's fat and I'm skinny. And like Tuffy did say, he I don't think he actually talked to a female outside of our group whatsoever. So yeah, I thought, you know, yeah, he's called Dylan too. I was threatened, not anymore. He's fat, and then yeah, he was a pretty lost guy at the start. Like he just didn't really pick shit up fast. Like I had to teach him the same thing about 4 to 5 times, which did actually ruin my day a little bit because, you know, like as everybody knows, I'm the production engineer, and he just didn't really pick it up, and it lost me a few hours of work, a good few hours. Yeah, so first impressions didn't like him, and he lived at my house for 2.5 months and paid $60. Yeah.
All right, now give us some kind of memory of this cunt.
Some kind of memory. Well, I remember one particular evening we were drinking at Big Lane's house, and well, we give each other a lot of shit, and he used to get real angry. Like I'm pretty sure he's got some sort of anger problem, and he just snaps real quick. So it was almost like when I said something one time we were drinking, and we were both pretty intoxicated, and when it happened, I was sitting on the ground in the lounge watching the rugby, and I said something, and he said something back too, and then the next thing I know, he's just on top of me, strangling me, and I was telling him, punch me, punch me, punch me, but yeah, he didn't punch me, and then it carried on a little bit again in the kitchen, in which I've been told, I don't know personally myself because I was pretty intoxicated, but that I sort of got the upper hand on him, and he fell over. I don't know if he fell over his ankles or what, but that's what happened. Yeah, that was one of the favourite memories. And then later that night we got the shit beaten out of us. Well, not Arpel did, but I did, and yeah, he helped me out a little bit too.
Cool. Now what we'll do now is there's actually a lot of ducks out here, and some of them are cool, some of them are average, and some of them are shitty. There's these 2 big ducks. I don't think they're actually called ducks. I think they're called something else. Swans. What duck would be Arpel in this one?
I reckon he'll be that one out there with the flashing green light.
He's like the only one you can see in the water from a distance.
Not moving.
Yeah, just standing there as if he's sitting, stationary. Doesn't really know how to use his legs yet.
And although we mocked Arpel quite a lot, like we did call him fat, which I've said several times in this video. It's like quite a lot. That's just been my base of what I've been calling him. We called him useless. He was homeless at one point. What else? He was really rugged. He would probably choose to buy a bag of K2 over having a shower, in which he did several times. And you know what? I mean every single word of what we mocked him, because it was all true. That's why it was so easy to take the piss out of him, because there's just so much to it.
Alright, now give me a bit of a positive note on this guy.
Positive note, yeah, we'll finish on a positive.
It's a good way to finish, you know. You want to stop taking the piss out of someone at some point.
Yeah. We'll see. Positive. A positive of Dylan Arpel. I like the fact that he's a Jew. No, I'm going to change that one, because that could be considered negative too.
Don't want to be too Jewish, eh?
I liked how he always had the intention to pay you back, and he really wanted to, but he just couldn't. Like, it was just impossible for it. Like he couldn't find a job, and like, it was really hard. You know, it was really hard times out there, but you know, I really like his good intentions that he had. That's a positive way.
Yeah, that's good. Good on you for finding that needle in the hay barn that you were looking for.
That needle in the 5,000 acre farm.
Nah, he's a good cunt. This is our first episode of Lakeside Mockumentaries. Going to Arpel in
First
some
episode.
kind of hope that he does stand up and end up leaving Timbers in a couple of months.
So we'll look forward to seeing you back here.
Yeah, don't be a stranger.
That's
But-
Lakeside Mockumentaries with Dilz and Tafz.
See ya.